Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Elite Podcast Show with your boy Sarge. It's Sunday, man. I know you guys have been on the highways. Hopefully, everybody's getting back home safe and sound. But let everybody know we're on. Share with a friend. Hey, Kane 4L, let's go.
I was asked the other day, hey Sarge, why you never play any fast music on your podcast? It's simple. I'm petty.
Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up. Big sword, you in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting y'all don't gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Hurry up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up. Big sword, you in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting y'all gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Slide on my road glide, looking so fly. 20-inch rollback, screaming eagle torque pack. I-10 to the end, it's a known patch. If you ain't a ground pounder, pay attention, fall back. We iron elite boys, no need for hitting switches. We split lanes and holding lanes, we on a mission. On our way to CA, we 100 deep. Follow up, y'all the road, run it up, rip it up. Hold it up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up. Big sword, you in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Hold it up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up. Big sword, you in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? I'm outside with it, I scrape the town burning loud when the smoke clear up. You know I hardly did it, I'm real naughty with it. My ride clean when it bling, I show the lean on the scene to get jiggy with it. No did it get it, I'm well equipped it. My bike side got a side, so you know I'm hit. She dropped it down and split it, backed it up to shift it. Let me kick a little game to you lames riding around here, giving a set a bad name. It don't matter what you rank or what you claim. When we turn it up, you keep it motorcycling, man. My soul brothers, they roll runners, we rolling deep. When it's time to rally up, it's Black Wall Street. When you see them MCs at the RTE, roll the world down the road, run it up, rip it up. Hold it up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up. Big sword, you in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig? Hold it up, don't truck it up, rev your motors up. If it ain't clean, get your polish up. Big sword, you in charge, real king of the south. If you ain't getting yonder, gotta keep it motorcycle, you dig?
But Sarge, why you always gotta talk about motorcycling? Sarge, why you don't never talk about nothing else? Look here, man. If you gonna do all that crying, what the baby gonna do?
Hey, man, good evening and welcome into the Iron Elite Podcast Show with your boy Sarge. Hey, man, it's Sunday and I ain't gonna lie. Your boy's still trying to get it together from being on that highway, man. I spent some time this weekend with the Soldiers United, man, the Mother Chapter. Had a great time. Spent a little time in Savannah, Harley-Davidson, man. So we were doing our thing. And I'm going to just let you know now. If you think you getting ready to tame the I-10 to the end, between June, July, and August, homie, stand by. Because you finna get your whooping. Get ready to go. But that's not what we're here for today. We get ready to talk to the Boot Boys out of Louisiana. And them boys know a little bit about the heat, god dang it. So I'm going to bring them on, man, and see how those guys doing. They fresh back. They just been back a few days, so they trying to get it together. So let's bring these guys on real quick. Let's see. Bam, bam, we bringing them in. We're bringing them in. Bam, what's happening? How y'all fellas doing?
What's good? What's up, baby?
Yeah, man, they cool now. They looking good now, but they weren't looking good a few days ago. Hey, man. Welcome home, fellas. Welcome home.
Right. Appreciate you.
Hey, man, we got Mr. Road King out there. He out there working, man. He got to pay bills, but we're going to get him in as soon as we can. So he's doing his thing. So we'll add him to the crew. It's 6 of them total, man. And I'll let you guys introduce yourself individually and tell us a little bit about you. So who want to go first?
Everybody,
go ahead.
I'm going to jump on in there. Call me Big D, riding that 21 Road Glide Limited, holding it down for as long as I can while I can.
Yes, sir. And it was clean, too. I'm just telling y'all before I get started with my shenanigans, these boys got money. Just saying it right off the rip. Hey, who else we got, man?
You got buckwheat.
Hey, you got Mike Judge. Go ahead,
Okay,
Buckwheat.
I think we crossed over. Go ahead, Buckwheat.
Yeah, I got 2019 Road Glide off. Try to do what I do when I can do it.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else we got?
Got I Guy 2019 Road Glide. Just glad to be back home.
Yes, sir. Who else we got?
You got Mike Judge, 2010 Ultra Glide Classic, the oldest bike of the bunch. But hey, we pushed through, we made it, and he ran like a beauty.
Hey, you know the difference between a old bike and a new bike? You know the difference?
The rider.
That's all. Hey, it's just parts. Yes, sir. Hey, don't get it twisted.
I had a good mechanic that made sure he was in tip-top shape, and we made it home. No issue.
Hey, you know we're gonna talk about it. What's good? Who's my last guy? The mechanic of the group.
The last but not the least, Justin, Mr. JS Customs, and I'm the mechanic, man. 2017 Road Glide Special is what I'm rolling on, and yeah, I'm like everybody else, man. Happy to be back. It was a good trip, man. Real good trip.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it. So, hey, for everybody that's joining us this evening, we appreciate you guys. You could be anywhere, but you're rocking with us on our Elite Podcast Show because we're talking long-distance motorcycle riding on this show. So, for the folks who get in early, man, appreciate you. My soul, appreciate you, homie. He just came back from the I-10 a couple months ago. Joe Fan, you know how I get on with my South Florida crew, man. Appreciate you, bro. Breezy does it. Thank you for rocking with us the way you do. And for those that are coming in, man, don't forget, hit the like button, man. Let's get the algorithms kicking to get things going. Now on Facebook, we're not going to stay on Facebook all day. So if you guys would be so kind on Facebook to open up a second tab into YouTube, Sarge Life and Motorcycling. That's where we're going to continue the rest of the show at. So fellas, we here. We got it together. We back home. We done got off these motorcycles and we done got back to life, man. So let's take it from the top. Let's see if we can work this thing out. Let me shoot a picture of y'all real quick. So these are my fellas here in Jacksonville. Am I correct?
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Man, that's when y'all was looking good. They was all refreshed.
Yeah, we was fresh then.
Yeah, everything was looking tight.
Not all of us were fresh. I'm just saying.
Not all of it.
No, 2 of us went to Georgia prior to this trip.
Oh, that's right, in Atlanta. Went to Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
Correct? That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so fellas, we come together now. I'm trying to figure out, okay, the relationship. I know some of us are with the Motorcycle Association. Some of us with the AMA, right, with Rock Solid.
Right.
And some of us are just independent riders. Am I correct?
Correct.
But we're all friends. Am I right?
Right.
Yep.
Yes.
Whose idea was it to put this ride together?
Man, this ride what going on 2-3 years we've been talking about it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
And finally decided to make that push and did it.
Okay, so we came together a couple years ago and we decided this is what we're gonna do. So from the time we made everything, cause let's be honest, fellas, you know how we start this thing out. Everybody like a year early, everybody's on board. You might have 30 people ready to rock and roll. But you know how it is when you get down to 6 months and 3 months and 2 weeks and 2 days, everything changes. So at this point, did y'all have a solid plan to put this thing together, to organize this thing? Take me from, say, the beginning of this year to the step-off point. How did you guys organize it and how did you plan it? Say let's take a 90-day window from 90 days to launch date. How did you guys organize it and how did you put it together?
Well, I think the first time when we started talking about it was whenever, actually we was trying to pick the time of the year to go. We talked about a bunch of things back and forth, and we was trying to go during the cooler months, being that we had to cross the desert. So we talked about that, we planned that, but another event came up that kind of took priority. Not say priority, but it led a few guys to kind of navigate that way, and from there it just kind of merged into the I-10 to the end run. So that was the original plan. It just like I said, it was it was the wrong time of the year because it was so hot. But
That's for sure.
I mean, we did it. We did it. Uh, I mean, I can't explain it any better than that. It was just hot to do it in June the way we
You know, but
did.
I understand. But I understand when us bikers, we have to, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong. I say this a lot. Man, when you get up in the morning, the first thing you have to do is thank God for another day. You got to get off to work so you can take care of your family, so you can get the privilege at the end of the week to motorcycle. And I understand when it comes to these motorcycle trips, you might have to parlay several things together because you only got so much PTO and so much time that you can take away from home and your responsibilities. Is that a fair assessment?
Yes.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly. That's an
Okay,
exact.
so we understand there's a lot of things we put together in order to do the I-10 to the end, some of the IBA stuff, some of the ride to eat stuff, some of the forgive me, God, forgive me, Black Wall Street stuff, and et cetera, et cetera. So this is the way you guys had to put it down. June, you had to go at the time you had to go. So we're leaving Louisiana. I think some left from Louisiana, some left from Atlanta. Am I correct?
Correct.
Correct.
Okay. And then we met up in Jacksonville.
Right.
Okay. Y'all take me from there. Let's talk about preparation, strategy from the ride. Who wants to take it? Let's do this. Buckwheat, why don't you take it from the beginning? How did you prepare and what was your strategy for the ride, homie?
Oh man, we once we made up and we got the dates together, it was all about preparation because Road King, Justin, everybody kept putting dehydrate yourself, get yourself in shape. You know, I went to taking a few little rides, like riding out there to Lafayette and hang with them brothers and talk a little trash. But y'all didn't tell me about that heat though. You know, I knew about that heat, but y'all didn't tell me about that heat. You know, and draw situation. See, you know, you can't wear new drawers. Yeah, you gotta wear them old drawers that's in your drawer. So don't worry about it. Ain't nobody looking at drawers. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's happening. New drawers get you in trouble. Yeah. You know. So
Hey, I can already tell what kind of show this gonna be, man.
yeah.
Hey, but
Oh Lord,
but we
not the
check
drone.
this out. Check this out. Last year, when I met you in when we linked up in Slidell,
Right.
bro, it was hotter than fire. You should have already known. And that was what May of last year at the GQ get out at the
Peace Army,
dealership,
yeah.
the Peace Army. Man, it was hot as fire in Louisiana. I thought you knew.
Yeah, but see, Louisiana, he ain't like that Arizona, New Mexico, and California.
True,
It
Yeah,
sure
it
ain't.
ain't like that. Yeah,
No.
true.
it,
Okay,
it, it, it was something else. Yeah.
okay. So we done learned one rule already for everybody that's out there following us. Don't wear new drawers.
Yeah, don't let me that.
Hey, fellas. So obviously we all from the South. So
Right.
we all from the South. So let's talk about it since Buck we started that. Preparation from the heat. Did you guys think y'all were prepared for the heat? And what did you witness when you were out there on the ride? And was it different than what you expected? And we'll take everybody's take on this. So Big D, let's go ahead and get you coming out the gate. What you thought?
Man, I'm gonna be honest. I was not prepared for that heat. Now we in preparation for it. I mean, we hydrated. We all talked about hydrating our bodies a lot, which drink a lot of water. We drink a little electrolyte, a little Pedialyte stuff to help out. Actually, actually try to make it more comfortable for this weather we're going to be facing. Um, Overall, I can honestly say, and I'm gonna speak to anybody that's thinking about making this ride. First of all, get your bike right. Get your bike right. Don't go out there unprepared because you're gonna hit some areas where you're gonna be in the middle of nowhere and you might get yourself in a bind. So get your bike right best you can. Top of the line, get yourself hydrated, get your mind ready, get you some short runs, because you're gonna have some seat time. Because best believe, I'm gonna keep it PG, that butt was hurting for a while.
True.
I got a Harley Davidson hammock seat. That hammock wasn't hammocking.
Really? Hey man,
My-
wait a minute, it's the only seat I've had on the last 3 bikes. Every time I buy a new bike, I keep that same hammock seat and I refill it and rewrap it.
I
It
know
ain't
what
a
you
sexy
said.
seat,
You
but it
refill it,
works.
but you
Yeah.
know what you said. You refill it and
Yeah.
rewrap it, so you prepare it for the ride.
Right. It's the ugliest seat
Now,
on the planet, man, but that seat is
yeah,
the only
but
thing that works for me.
it's the most comfortable. I mean, my boys introduced me to the butt buffer, which was the little help, but at the time I hadn't had damage done. But
Yeah,
But
man.
the biggest thing I tell anybody, you that's another thing. Prepare, start getting you some rides in, and not just around your house. Get out your state. Get you some short rounds in, and not just one, some consistent rides to prepare yourself for that long ride. Because don't get me wrong, I loved it, and I looked at it like, oh, buddy, me and you gonna fight at the same time.
Hey, that's true, man. That's let's say let's talk to the mechanic of the crew. What you thought, brother? How did you know? And again, it's weird because we all from the South, but bro, when I get out there, I get baptized. It's just a different get down for me. What you think, bro? What you think, Mr. Customs?
Man, as far as the heat and preparation for that wasn't a huge deal for me because any of these guys will tell you I love the heat. Nah, I'm a little I got a little chicken in my blood when it comes to them cold temperatures, but I'm good with the heat, man. I work in
Bro, you
between 90
crazy.
and 100 something degrees in the paint booth, sweating and stuff, so I'm used to that. So it wasn't a huge deal. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it wasn't hard. It was hot, um, but I guess it was just the relentless push through the certain areas like Arizona, New Mexico, where it was just constant heat, nonstop for miles and miles and miles. That kind of just it takes a toll on you, it drains you. And uh, preparation, man. I think I had the most work out of everybody because, like we saying, I'm the guy responsible for all the machines. So it was a lot of work on my end. I had to get a lot of supplies to make sure everybody's bike was in tip top shape, and do it early enough, working with everybody's schedule to get the bikes in. Because every time you start looking at stuff or doing stuff, you find some hidden things. So you got to have time to assess those. Um, so a few issues came up, nothing major. We was able to knock everything out, get everybody ready. But that was the I guess the biggest part for me in preparation wise is getting everybody's machine ready for this ground pounding experience.
Hey, so quick question for you. So, did you do all the work on everybody's bike before the ride?
Yes, just about, just about. I
Holy,
mean, it was
nice.
a little difficult to get with some of the guys like Buckwheat's in New Orleans, so it's a lot for him to come to Lafayette to do the work and stuff. So we made some arrangements.
Good, good. Man, so you had the privilege and you had all the responsibility. Hey, I love it. I love it. Hey, what you got, I got? How did you prep and what were you
Well,
prepped enough? Were you prepped
yeah,
enough?
just make sure everyone I was hydrated. Road King and our brothers, and we actually came through the desert a few years ago in July for Rare Breed's 30th. So I kind of knew what to expect with going through the desert. But I just hydrated, make sure, I exercise, make sure my fitness was as good as I could get it. And, and I actually didn't think I was going to make it on the trip. I caught food poisoning like the Thursday we were supposed to leave, and I was in bad shape for a couple days. But I championed through and was able to make it.
Good deal, man. Good. Hey, food poison put you down for about 2-3 days, don't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. By the time you done throwing up in the bathroom, all that, man, just try to get yourself back rehydrated,
Right.
and get your electrolytes and everything back together. So shout out to you, guy. So you were straight on the ride, huh?
I was straight.
Okay. Mike J, what you got on it, bro? What you got on it?
What's going on? What's going on? Well, being that I'm the youngest, the baby of the riding crew experience, I pretty much took all my advice from my big brother. Hydrated. I was having some back issues, so I kept going through therapy, acupuncture. For a second, I wasn't gonna make it, but they kept pushing me. They kept pushing me. So at the last minute, I pulled the trigger. I was like, "Hey, I'm rolling." So I did everything I needed to do. Mr. JS got my bike in order. It reminded me of Kuwait because I'm an Army veteran and I've been deployed 3 times.
Thank you for
So
the
if you ever
service,
been
sir.
through Kuwait, appreciate
Yes.
it. If you ever been
Thank
to
you for your
Kuwait
service. Yeah.
in the desert, you know how hot it is. So that's pretty much what it was, a blow dryer going from El Paso to where we went, Albuquerque?
No,
El Paso to Texas,
Tucson.
whatever it was. That trip was hot.
Yeah, probably
It was
El
like
Paso. Yeah,
El
probably.
Paso to
You talking
Tucson.
about to Tucson, probably in your case.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tucson. That I had my episode, I got a little heated, had a couple times to rehydrate, but in the end, we pushed through and we did what it do.
That's what's up. So, fellas, we're gonna coin this ride, man. It was, everybody hearing me, everybody listening. Sarge, man, that's how y'all do complain about the heat, homie. We're trying to put you guys on game. I'm trying. Hometown heat going to work is different. But when you on down that bike and you're knocking 12, 13, 14 hours down on that bike running 80 miles an hour, understanding the heat is sucking moisture out of your body. Well, just take a coolant vest, Sarge. Just get some to drink at the gas station. Homie, those are just temporary things. It's a consistency and it's an endurance thing that you have to plan and execute. Sometimes when it gets so hot, fellas, y'all let me know if I'm wrong. When it gets so hot, it comes less about miles and more about the physical side, the body.
Right.
Where you might go tank to tank. Now you're going half tank to half tank. It might even become a situation where you're going 100 miles to 100 miles just to make sure that you can sustain yourself. What you guys think?
I agree 100%.
That's agreeable. That's agreeable.
Yeah.
A lot of things people might not know. There's a time span to do it in. And the way we did it, we did a push because, everybody has to get back to work, has to get back to their daily activities. So we did this in 2.5 days. So you getting up 2:30 in the morning to push out for 3, roll all day. You're getting in it at wherever your stop may be. You ain't going to bed till about, I'm going to say a comfortable 9, if that.
Right.
You right back up again the next morning at 2:30 and you pushing again.
And
Now,
that's after-
I'm not recommending that for nobody. Everybody ride their ride, but that's what we chose to do.
Hey,
So that in itself is a push on your body.
Hey, let me say this, Big D, for everybody out there. I'm gonna throw it out there. Ride your ride.
Yes.
Everything
Yeah.
ain't for everybody. There's lanes to this here thing. Say if there's a time constraint that you're on, the fellas get together and they understand what they got to do and what the mission is. For you got a long time. Take a long time. If you ain't got a long time, you've got to figure it out. But the purpose of this podcast and the show It's not to tell you how to do it. What do you say? When it comes to ride, you do it the way you do it. And sharing your experience. Am I correct, fellas?
Yeah.
Correct.
Because
Correct.
the way you guys do it is the way I did it for many, many years. And think about when you get to the hotel at 9, everybody gotta get showered. Then you gotta decompress. And then you probably have to get you a little something to eat, a little something on your stomach. And then you got to, after you've been wired up all day, you got to come down and get to sleep.
Right.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Right. That's right.
And boy,
Yeah,
when that
so you
alarm
still
clock,
doing
that,
Your body's still doing 80, 85 miles an hour when you get in the hotel.
and when that alarm clock go off, you like,
Yeah, another thing with
dang
riding,
it.
when you ride in a group, the whole group has to be on the same page when you ride. Because like we didn't have a set.
Uh-oh.
We lost Mike.
Yeah.
Don't sweat, I'll get him back.
All right.
If he hit that link again, I'll get Mike back up.
Yeah, I think what he was kind of saying, like riding a group, like everybody being on one page. We didn't have like a specific stop, but when we get to certain spots, we look at each other as okay, is everybody in agreement to stop here? Does everybody want to push on? It's not like, hey fellas, no, we got to do this, or somebody trying to push you to go further than your limits. Everybody's all in agreement.
Hey, I understand. And we're going to talk more about it. Hey, man, shout out to the great Snacks, man, a.k.a. Legend, man. She's the Trailblazer Award winner of 2025 of Iron Elite. Man, she's celebrating a birthday today. Snacks, I think she's turning 18. So, fellas, y'all don't mind. Let's give Snacks a happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday,
shout out to
Snacks.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Snack.
birthday.
Happy
Man.
birthday, Snack.
Yeah, right on. Let's do this for her. Hey, man, she rode a motorcycle in Nepal this year. Hey, bro, I don't even know how you're planning for a Nepal trip, but that's going to be a podcast later because the rest of us mere mortals, we just trying to figure out Texas. Okay, so fellas, so let's take it into that since that was brought up. As a crew, now we have to, and let's be honest, we can get along good when we at the steakhouse, we at the pool hall, we at the clubhouse, we at each other's backyard. But now we're on this road, this disrespectful road. Now we got to put our egos to the side, and we got to be a group. We got to be how JJ said in good times. United to we stand, divided we fall. We tighter than pantyhose, two sizes small. So that's where we at right now. That's where we at. So we got to check our egos and say, okay, what's the plan? You know, how much sleep we're going to get, when we're going to stop. So how do we coordinate that to say, the first leg, how far we going? You know, what time we getting up in the morning? How did you guys put that thing together?
We did it on the fly.
I was about to say that. Wasn't it really together?
Yeah.
We all knew what time we was getting up. We didn't know what time we was stopping. Exactly. So we all knew we would kick stand up at 3:00. Wherever we at. Until we complete the mission.
So did y'all know at a certain time, no matter where you were, we're gonna shut it down? Or you was like, when the first man says I'm tired, we're gonna go ahead and shut the pack down?
Well, we had a discussion.
Yeah, we had that situation. We shut down because some of us was feeling bad. That was when we got in the key to Texas. But we hadn't did 979 miles that day because we had just left Jacksonville and we stopped in Key to Texas.
And that's a long ride. Long ride. Yeah.
We was trying to get to San Antonio. But between that heat, you know, and me, I'm old as black pepper. So, you know, we shut it down. But the next day we did 1,033.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that first day, man, respect. 979 coming out the gate ain't nothing to play with. That's grown folk stuff. That's grown folks.
Yeah.
And then y'all followed it up the second day with a thigh wow, right?
Right.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
so y'all ride motorcycles. Y'all ride motorcycles. Yeah.
This
This
little
one,
group
this
right here,
one.
man, we've been putting in a lot of miles,
Yeah,
for years.
yeah,
This wasn't like our first time getting together and putting in miles. We ride, a lot of miles throughout. What y'all say, fellas? About, I don't know, the past 15, 20 years, something like that. We've been
Yeah.
riding.
At
wow,
least. At least.
wow,
Yeah, and this
wow.
exact same crew. So it's like we're not new to this.
Okay, so we on it. We're rocking and
Yeah.
rolling. We've dealt with the heat. We kind of understand what the strategy was and what we're gonna have to do. And then we're looking at sleep because the first night you guys shut it down. The first night, what 9? Was it 9 p.m. the first night?
About
Yep.
9 by the time we got settled in.
But
Yeah.
Okay, so about 9.
now,
And then y'all were back up 2:30 in the game on the road. What, a little after 3?
Right.
Right.
Something like
right.
that.
Hey man, let's throw this out. And this is something that I've negotiated on the road a lot of times for, whether I rode by myself or I rode with other people, eating. And I like to hear everybody's point on this. How did you eat on the road? Because some people, let's be honest. I got some people like, I don't eat all day. And then I wait till the end of the night, then I eat. Some people say,
I gotta
because
eat.
you got some people who might be diabetic, or some people might have blood pressure issues, or some people have low vitamin D, and they have to eat along the ride. How did y'all do eating? And we're gonna run it around the room. And since I got to start laughing, how did you eat, and how did you negotiate eating on the road, homie?
I don't like to eat on the road. I'll snack like some almonds, maybe like a protein bar, and just hydrate. That's how I am.
Okay. Who else?
Man, look, I said it again. I said it first, and I'm gonna say it again. I gotta eat, man. You see, I wish Road King was here so he can defend himself. But that cat right there, he don't eat. He can go from here to the four corners and eat 4 almonds with about 14 waters. That's
Yeah,
just how he is. But I gotta eat,
right.
man. So
Yeah,
the stuff I had to deal with was because we were leaving at 3 in the morning. So whenever we bed down, we grab something to eat. I had to get me a little something to go so I can store it in the hotel room. So when I wake up in the morning, I got something to put on my stomach because I gotta eat breakfast. That's just my normal routine. I gotta have
yeah,
something. And then throughout the ride, I can snack on, little protein bars and stuff like that. But
yeah,
at some point, my body's like, hey man, if you don't tank this up, we gonna shut down. We gonna pull over.
yeah,
So at certain points, it's like the gas stop was a little bit longer because I had to eat a little half a Subway sandwich or a little chicken sandwich, something solid to keep me going. But everybody
okay.
different. Everybody's
Yeah,
different. But that just works for me.
and that's why I'm glad we're talking about it, because when you're dealing with a big pack, there could be different age groups. There could be different pre-existing situations. There could be different physical fitness things, and like you said, if Road King, if he can eat 3 almonds and a bottle of water and go all day, that's cool. But the next guy next to him, he might not, he might not be able to do that. So,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna pass this round and we'll sum it up. Let's do this, Mike J. How you do it, bro? What's the deal with you?
Well, first thing in the morning, I don't eat breakfast. But this 3 o'clock run, yeah, after the sun come up, just give me a Red Bull and a honey bun, and I shake back real quick. I'm just and I'm good for a few hours. So next stop, I might get some beef jerky, some bottled water, some electrolytes, and by noon, gee, I'm ready to roll and roll till the wheels fall off.
Hey, I just gotta
That
repeat that.
first 6 hours of the morning, I don't
Hey,
know.
my bro said a Red Bull and a honey bun.
Red
Hey, he up there. Hey, his sugar is up there. Hey, homie, what you doing? About
No, give a free,
105 after you do
give a
that?
free Red Bull, give a free Red Bull and jumbo honey bun. So
Yeah.
I balance. I try to keep it balanced.
Okay. Okay. Hey, and y'all remember that we ain't teaching everything we do. We just do some things that we do that work for us. Some of y'all gonna be bouncing off a wall after Red Bull and honey, but I'm gonna just tell you that now. Yeah. But what you do? What you do? You bring your own deer meat?
Oh no. You know, between me and these cancer sticks, you know, I pull over, you know, I smoke me a cigarette, give me some water, some Gatorade, and I sit down and, you know, about 12 o'clock, I will eat a little something because I'm used to getting up at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't usually eat nothing about 12 or 1 o'clock. So that was my get out. But I like to say this though, so for
Yes,
people
sir.
that want to do it, if you're trying to run tank to tank, once you get on the other side of in New Mexico, on in Arizona, you won't be able to do it because your bike get tremendous gas mileage once you get on the other side of New Mexico. So like we was getting like at a quarter tank, we done did 75 miles on a quarter tank. So if you're trying to sit there until your bike over there, you might get 200 some miles out of tank. So you talking about that's 3.5 hours, 3 hours sitting in the seat. So you know you got to prepare for that. That's something that a lot of people don't talk about, but you
Yeah.
got to prepare for that.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Big D, what you do?
Man, I like to eat for this reason. I like to eat. Them boys know I like to cook, so I'm a big eater at the same time. So
He got a
something like
black
that was a
box
little
on
different.
right now.
Oh, I do. Oh, I got some oxtails on the stove right now. Shit.
Hey, shout out to the oxtails. Shout out to the oxtails.
But on a trip like this, I'm pretty much snacking. Get up in the morning, some type of protein bar. If it get rough, I'm almost like Mike. I'm going to the 5 hour energy and a fast break candy bar. We gonna keep it pushing like that and drinking plenty of
Yeah.
water. That was the main
Yeah.
thing everybody was doing,
Yeah.
was putting on that water and electrolytes. But I think that water and electrolytes is even more important than that snack.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
It's a big deal, man. Hey, cause you lose those
50-50.
electrolytes, bro. You're gonna be in trouble. You're gonna be taking a nap somewhere.
Oh
Hey,
yes,
Whether
hey,
it's in a
Sarge.
ditch or on the side of the road, you're gonna be taking a nap somewhere.
Yeah. One thing I want to say is that we've all been, not only do we ride together, we're friends. And so we all have each other's well being in mind. So if we're riding and somebody's heated and we need to pull over and get under an overpass for 10, 15 minutes and let somebody cool off, that's what we do. And it's no complaints from anyone because it's about, our friend and their well being and health. And we kept that attitude through the whole ride.
yes, yeah.
Man, I'm really happy to hear you say that because I know how peer pressure can be, and somebody, man, Sarge, older guys shouldn't be. No, peer pressure gets on you a lot of times when you're riding with the pack. You don't want to let the pack down, so you're pushing yourself to do something that you're maybe not comfortable with doing because it is what it is. And then you might have another brother in the group or a sister in the group to say, we got to make this agenda. We got to make this agenda. I love the concept. We're only going to go as fast as the slowest man or woman. Because if something happens, everything is going to stop. Everything. And woulda, coulda, shoulda at that point is too late. Is that fair,
Right.
fellas?
Yeah, yeah. See,
Okay.
something I can say about a group riding, like Justin said earlier, me and we in this cast been together 15, 20 years. And through this time span, we've how can I put it, tried to integrate other people into our circle, which just didn't work out. When you got a group that's brothers, y'all just stitched tight, looking out for each other, supporting each other, is the most comfortable ride you'll ever have going anywhere you go.
That's right.
Hey, I agree, man. And so far, for people that are watching, hey, for my Facebook group, man, let's do this. We're going to have everybody open up a second chat tab and go to YouTube. We're bringing everything over to YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and cut the Facebook stream here. Open up YouTube, man. Sarge Life and Motorcycles. So we're going to get off Facebook. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And we're back on YouTube, man. Apologize for everyone. Shout out to Mr. Winfield, man. He rode a tank with me from He caught me just before New Orleans. I think we were about 30 miles, 40 miles outside of west of New Orleans, and he rode me to Mississippi. Man, shout out to him. I thought we were gonna get a ticket for a minute, but we got out of that, man. So shout out to Mr. Winfield, man. Did his thing, man. Representing for the Louisiana crew. So fellas, okay, so we're showing today. Hey man, we can check our ego to the side. We're our brother's keeper. We're on as fast as the slowest man. So we're rock and rolling. We're in day 2 of this trip and this get out. Was there anything significant on the first day that we need to talk about before we move on to the second day of the ride?
We felt
Construction,
good.
weather,
Yeah.
performance of the bikes, everything good to go?
Yeah. Well, of course, the construction, that Beaumont, Houston construction is, I'm from this area. They've been working on that stretch of highway since I was like 10 years old.
Man, since Christ was a child, man. Stop. Since Christ was a child, bro. But for sure. They ain't gonna never fix Beaumont. I'm gonna just tell you that now.
No.
By design.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So we the first night we stopped in Katy, right? Katy, Texas, which is on the west side of Houston, not too far outside of Houston. So the second day we getting it now. So now we getting into the thing called a gauntlet. For those who are watching us today, the gauntlet is that area we affectionately call west of San Antonio into El Paso, almost 600 miles of highway. And it's nothing but little towns. And we don't call it the gauntlet because it's some road of death or anything like that, but we call it a gauntlet because nothing's out there. So if you make a mistake out there, it's multiplied times 10. Is that fair, fellas? Hospitals, Harley Davidson dealerships, Polaris dealerships, whatever. Ain't nothing out there, right?
Right.
Right.
Okay. Any issues
Nothing.
from, say, San Antonio all the way, say, to El Paso and Tucson? Was it smooth?
Smooth.
I'd say it was smooth. It was
Well, we
smooth
took your advice.
sailing.
We took your advice.
The weather.
Somebody said, but when you say you took my advice and did what now?
You said every half a tank we stopped and got some fuel.
Right.
Right on.
Right.
Right
And
on.
hydrate. And hydrate.
Okay. Did somebody say anything else about the weather? I thought.
It didn't rain.
Yeah, I think the weather, when we first left, we had overcast a good bit of the way. So that
It was cold. It was cold.
gave it wasn't cold, man. We had
Cold.
yeah, okay, Jay.
I do that.
I guess it was cold for your standards.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say half the way we had a little good weather, overcast, and then about halfway when that sun came out, that was a wrap. I think we started making more stops because some of us was getting overheated.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna say the whole way, besides the heat, we didn't get no precipitation on us. That's for sure. The whole
Right.
trip.
That's what's up.
That was a
That's what's
blessing.
up.
That was a blessing.
Hey.
But that heat, that'll take it out of you.
Hey, but for everybody out there, man, for our viewers, for our listeners, hey, don't get it twisted. Now, the desert gets cold in the morning. The desert's cold in the morning. The desert's cold at night. When that sun goes down, it starts to chill off a little bit, especially if you've been out there all day in the heat. Because once the sun comes out, it's just blazing. But it'll get cool out there because we're still talking early June. So, 3, 4 in the morning, you're out there pounding. It can be a little chill in the desert. It ain't much, but it's a little chill. Is that fair?
Jay, what it was, like 60, 62 when we left?
Yeah.
Felt
It
good with
was
Jessica.
62, but it felt like about 28, something like that.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you've been pounding.
once you get on 2 wheels and that wind start blowing,
Right.
that temperature will drop.
Right, because
So-
you've been pounding throughout the day in 100+ degree weather, and then you go in a hotel, you shower, you sleep, and blah blah blah, and not to mention that we're talking elevation.
Right.
We could be talking in Western Texas. We can get up as high as 2,000 feet.
Right.
So and there's wind and all.
That's in Texas. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't want nobody to get it twisted, man. It changes. Those weather patterns changes as you move up in elevation and you drop down in elevation. Is that fair, fellas?
That's
Oh
right.
yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Sarge, I got a
Okay.
question for you, Sarge.
Shoot.
Hey, like now, Fred and Adam took this trip before the gauntlet. They made it to California. This is pretty much our first time. There's a certain part of that desert start seeing some signs talking about sandstorms, and the signs are telling pretty much talking to people in cars. You know, pull over, put your windows up, cut your motor off, and wait off. The question for you is: we on bikes. What are we supposed to do besides
Homie.
try to get away?
Hey, homie, I'm gonna tell you, because some troll is gonna look at this video and have some mess to say. I'm gonna tell you this. I done done it a lot of times. I done got caught in sandstorms a few times. I'm gonna tell you what Sarge does. Look here, homie, I ain't pulling over the side of the road. I ain't got no windows to roll up.
Exactly.
I'm a soldier on at the speed that I feel is safe.
Right.
Because I'm either sit there in that
Ain't happening.
That
or
that
I'm
that
gonna
wouldn't
try to
make any
get out
sense.
of that.
That wouldn't make any
It
sense.
you for me, I gotta say this because I want my trolls to come out.
Right.
I soldier through at the speed that I feel as safe as for me. Because homie, you either sit there and get dumped on, and remember those cars are sitting there with windows and stuff rolled up there. I think they tell the cars to turn off your lights. Turn off your
Yeah.
lights, pull over to the side of the road, and roll up your windows. I can understand for a car because
Yeah.
they have safe haven. They got cover. On a
Right.
bike,
Right.
you ain't got no cover,
No,
man.
there's
That
no
thing,
cover on the bike. So I was like, "There's no way."
you got to
And this is
push
me
up.
talking. This is me
Yeah,
talking.
this is
Like you give your opinion.
there it
There's
is.
no way I'm gonna sit and let this sand just beat me up, waiting
Right.
for it to pass. And beat me up.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Now, if you see it coming, and you say you sitting in Los Cruces, or you sitting in El Paso, or you sitting in Lordsburg, or you sitting in Benson or Tucson, and you see it coming, pull over to the Love Truck Stop and hang out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
go sit down and get your Arby's. But if you're out there, homie, the safest thing that you can do is get out of that. What you
Exactly.
guys think? What's y'all opinion?
I
I
agree.
agree.
I agree totally.
Yeah.
I agree.
Did y'all get caught up in one?
No.
No, we
Okay.
did. We did.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I would read them signs. I'm like, yeah, stop. That's not
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Yeah. Hey, basically what they're telling you is if you get caught up, you're out here, homie.
Right.
So
Figure it out, you're out here. Yeah. Yeah. Because ain't no caves to run up in and hide out with
Right.
your motorcycle. Ain't gonna be none of that. Yeah.
nothing, a whole lot of nothing. I think
Well,
that was the hard part for me. That that New Mexico, Tucson area, that was the hardest for me. I guess because that area where you're getting the signs from the sandstorms and everything, we had been on the road so long, and it's 100+ degrees, and there is hundreds of miles of nothing. You seeing the same thing over and over. It's just sand and
yes.
mountain. It doesn't feel like it's
Yes.
gonna end. So
Yes.
that was the hardest part for me. That and struggling with thinking about everybody's bike because that was the
Yeah.
thing that was on my mind throughout that whole gauntlet experience and the Arizona deal because all of that happened on day 2 for us. So I'm thinking to myself while I'm riding, man, did I check everything I needed to check? Did I miss something? I hope nobody breaks down because I'm looking around. There's nothing. There's nobody. There's just emptiness. So if we need to call a tow truck or something like that, we're gonna be sitting on the side of the highway for hours.
For sure.
Hours.
For
So
sure.
that played a big part. I had to fight myself from thinking negative thoughts, you know, to kind of to alleviate some of that stress of what could possibly happen.
For sure.
Come on.
For sure. But I ain't gonna lie, man. If I had you ride with me, I ain't gonna lie, that'd be an extra degree of comfort. Hey, Sarge know how to tear up bikes, but fixing them I ain't that good at. But I'm good at tearing them up.
Dude, I think I
Hey,
had
but
more tools than clothes on the back of my bike, man.
I can imagine. I can imagine, man. So, matter of fact, since you said that, and this is before we get into our last segment, say tools on a bike. Now I know the rest of the fellas they chilling. They got Mr. Customs with them. They know if anything break, I got my homie. So
Right.
fellas, did everybody carry their own tools and emergency stuff, or y'all let Mr. Customer handle all that, and y'all was like, man, I'm gonna pack my bike full of snacks.
No, we
Yeah,
all carry
I
our
had a
own
little bit of
tools.
tools.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
nothing compared to what JS Customs carry, but we
yeah.
all have like myself, have my little Hardy toolkit, which is no minor stuff if something was to
Right, right.
happen.
Yeah,
But the man with the tools to actually fix something if something would happen, he got way more tools than us.
I know that's right. I know that's right. But
Yeah, I think for the most
what?
part, I think we was all in contact, saying, "Hey, this person has a air pump. This person has a jump box. Everybody had their little toolkit, and yes, but of course we were safe because Mr. JS
Yeah,
Custom had the major
yeah,
breakdown tools. We had tire
yeah.
repair kit. Everybody
Facts.
had a little bit of something, so we wouldn't double carry.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
That's
The
another
only
thing. You mentioned tires. I'd recommend people. Unfortunately, my bike pops up with the when the pressure goes up or down. I'd recommend that people check their tires because at one point my tires got to over 50 pounds of air in my tires. So at one of the stops, I let a little bit out just for a little more security on that ride.
yeah. Hey, fellas, can I have 30 seconds? Can y'all give me 30 seconds on this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I know right now my wife watching this. And she thinking to herself, why did Mr. D say that? Because damn it, her husband been on that all week long. Say what you said one more time, Mr. Big D. I'm going to let you say it. I ain't going to say it. Say what you said one more time.
I'm gonna say it, but I'm gonna start off saying I'm sorry.
No. You validate me, bro. That's why I'm giving you runway to run with. Say it one more time, homie.
Well, like I said, on my bike, which every bike doesn't show that, it shows the air pressure whether it goes up or down. But just knowing how my
TPMS.
temperature went up, yes. Just knowing how high mine went over 50 pounds. And that's not the safest tire pressure to ride, especially for heat like we was riding it. And that heat does make your temperature rise. So check your tire pressure. If you notice it's getting too high, which it won't go down unless you got something stuck in it. But if you notice it's rising, it might be best to let it know a couple of PSI out to kind of even level it out for that tire. It's not that wise to ride with a tire that kind of pressure making your tire harder like that in the heat.
I'm just gonna say this, for all of us, and I think Mr. Big D said it best. Yeah, man, when we're doing these rides, you got to ride your own ride. You got to ride your own ride, and when I say ride your own ride, there's a degree of comfortability with all of us who ride these motorcycles. You got a gateway to your I can't think of the word, your degree of comfortability.
Mhm.
When you see something wrong, some people's tolerance for danger might be a little higher than other people's of tolerance for danger. But I'm gonna say this: you do what's best for your safety.
Right.
Period.
Right.
If
Keyword.
something is way outside of the norm, I'm sorry, you do what's best for your safety.
Right.
And not only what's best for your safety, what's best for the pack. Do the right thing at all times. Do it, And I get it. Everybody has their own degree of what bothers you, but when it's getting too bad, make something happen. Is that
Right.
fair, fellas? I'm
Fair.
trying to be politically correct here.
Yes,
When it gets
that's
too
fair.
bad, you do something about it. You've been warned now. You've been warned. If you don't follow the warnings and something crazy happens, you have nobody to blame. Right.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm trying to be PC on this thing, and I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna leave it alone. But bro, I went through the same thing you went through, homie. I'm gonna just tell you, and everybody's gonna probably go through that at one time or another as you're moving through really, really extremely hot weather. Maybe higher elevation and road conditions. Those are a nice cocktail to things that don't act right on the tire. Is that what you guys think?
Yes.
Yes.
Agree
Okay.
with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about this, fellas. No, somebody said
Everybody
something.
on the ride, everybody on the ride had new tires. GS
I
Custom
know I
made
do.
sure that everybody had a good
I
time.
know I do. Because even if you rode on tires that say, had a few thousand miles left, the road conditions sometimes can be so bad and it just expedite the wear on the tires. So
Exactly.
me, I feel better when I got new shoes on the ride
Uh-huh.
because I don't want the problems. Some cats say I'm gonna ride all the way to Arizona and I'm gonna put a brand new shoes on the ride. And I'm gonna say the reason why I don't do that, and you guys tell me what you think. The reason why I don't do it is because it seems like when you buy tires on the ride, it's more expensive.
It is.
And also it delays what you gotta do. And again, a brand new set of tires give me the best chance of being able to take whatever road conditions that I'm dealing with.
Right.
What
Yeah.
y'all think?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
I would agree because going through all that construction, the way the roads shift, these little grooves in the road, if you ain't got no good tires, I, it might be a bad day for you. But yeah, because the road shifts, and in the middle of the night, middle of the day, you don't know what that pavement gonna do. And if you got some
Right.
bad tires, yeah. So
Well, it is
I'd
probably.
agree with
Hey, I
get some
agree
new
with you
tires
fellas.
before you go on a trip like this.
Hey, good shoes on the ride. You can never go wrong with that. You can never go wrong with that. But let's do this, fellas. Let's do this because I know I can't keep you guys all day. So let's take it up to Cali. So once we get into Cali, we get to Santa Monica Pier. Talk to me from the stretch of crossing the California state line for the first time to making it to Santa Monica Pier. I got since you laughing, bro. You go ahead and kick it off. Talk to me. Talk to me.
So I was in the front of the pack, and when we got to LA, my sister calls, and I'm on the phone with my sister, and where the 10 and the 101 split, I ended up on the 101 and not the 10, and got caught up in the protest.
Did you? Did you?
Yeah, and I mean, because all the exits were closed, they had SWAT and sheriff, and it was crazy. And I was just caught up in that. It took me probably about an hour and a half to work my way back to 10 and make it to Santa Monica.
Didn't you call me? Who
Did
called
I?
me? Did somebody call me from the group?
Maybe
Yeah,
someone
I
did.
think
It wasn't.
that was Rule King.
Yeah.
He called
Road
you to
King
tell you
called.
that doctor could to, and he had to
Yeah.
circle back
Hey, so
to come back and meet us.
you all up in the protests and everything.
Yeah.
You all up in the let my people go, and you on a
Yep.
motorcycle down there.
Exactly.
Hey, was this everybody's first time splitting traffic?
No.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
Yes,
mine.
no,
it
no,
was
no,
about
no.
three of us.
Yeah,
Okay.
not me. Our
It was
guy,
myself,
Road
JS
King.
Custom, and Donovan.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. How did everybody like that, man? Everybody like that?
Ziggy
Well, I
had at it.
did.
Wow, really?
After the first 5 minutes, I was comfortable
Yeah,
because
you just get
I
used
was
to it.
getting it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Cubson, you didn't like that? Bro, I like it. I just don't
Well,
like sitting in
let me
traffic. It works for me.
let me explain why. I I I was new to it. This is my first time being on that side of the country. So they told me about it, and I saw a few people doing it, while we was in traffic. So while we are on the interstate and the traffic is pretty much slowing down, not to a complete stop, when you going through, the cars will move out the way and let you pass. So that I'm good with. I actually like that part about it. But once you get into the city and you're going through lights, I mean, that was very uncomfortable for me. And I had a situation in El Segundo where here I am nervous going through some cars going up to the front by the light, and my left mirror hit a car's mirror, the right
Oh,
mirror.
wow.
I leaned over to get away from it. It hit the car on the right of me. Now
Oh,
I have
wow.
the
Wow.
handguards on the handlebar. So on the right side, that handguard hit the car and smashed my front brake. Now, I
Wow.
didn't know this happened. The traffic had stopped. We was in a good spot. So the light turned green. The car starts moving. I throttle. my bike starts to go. I end up in the middle of the intersection. I start slowing down and come to a complete stop. But I'm looking in my mirror, and nothing but smoke behind me. I'm like, what's
Okay.
going on? My bike doesn't want to go anymore, but it's still running. So what had happened? That damn handguard had smashed my front brake, locked up my front wheel. I did a burnout from about 3 car lengths
Woo!
all the way to the
Wow.
middle of the intersection before I realized what had happened, and I had to pull that handguard off, and then I was able to maneuver out. But I know those people in those cars had a few choice words for me.
Homie. Oh, wow. Hey,
Something
God.
that life, baby. In Louisiana, y'all don't know how to drive.
Hey, man. Hey,
Not
bro.
that California traffic. We
Hey,
sure
bro.
don't.
This was exclusive. You was the first one I ever had that situation happen in 350 something.
Man, that
Hey,
wasn't a
man.
good situation.
Hey, that's the first time for everything. For everybody out there listening, Mr. Custer, what you gonna tell us about split lanes? What was our learning lesson on that? For everybody listening, what we need to do?
Make sure you got enough room to get through there before you go through there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
so you took that tighter than pantyhose, two sizes small, literally, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And I left it smoking while I was in it.
Hey, well, fellas, let's do this, man. Let's as we take this into home. Our last segment is the good, the bad, the ugly, and I'm gonna run it around the room. And each person, I would like you to tell me, what did you take from the ride? Learning lessons. What did you take from the ride that you would have done better? And what was the overall thing you would like our audience to know from your ride? So let's take it. Let's go. Man, that's funny. Let's go with you first, sir. Let's go with you first, and we'll work our way.
Okay. The good, I would have to say, just being with my friends and brothers traveling, that was the good. The bad is the heat. I would not attempt this again at this time of the year. I wouldn't do it. And the ugly, just me taking that exit, the wrong highway, and getting caught up in the protest.
Yeah. You figure you enjoying the protest, homie?
Oh no, it was a mess, and the
Yeah.
police, they were already heightened. I was
Yeah.
trying to say, how do I ask directions, because all the exits were shut off. They were
Yeah.
like, "Get out of here, get out of here." It's like, all
Yeah.
right.
Do you feel like let me say something else. Do you feel like you were prepared? Do you feel like you did everything you needed to do to be able to execute the ride safely?
I do feel like I was prepared.
Okay.
Because Buckwheat, Road King, and we had traveled that area before. I knew what to expect from the heat, and so I think we did it right by, not going as many miles in between gas fill ups. And if anybody felt like, hey, this gas stop needs to be longer, I need more time, okay, no problems. Take some more time. Make sure you hydrate, rest, and cool off. One thing about those cooling vests, they're good for about 20 minutes. And after that, they just don't work anymore because everything's evaporated.
Okay. Okay. Any other last words before we move on to the other fellas?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. Okay. Mike J, what you got for us, sir?
Let's see the good. I'm gonna go with what Mr. I guy said. Yeah, good camaraderie between our brothers. Like we said, it wasn't our first trip, so we know how to ride, we know how to maneuver traffic. We look out for each other. The bad, them damn 3 o'clock in the morning wake ups, boy. Whew. That was some pressure because
Yeah.
I don't know, everybody's body not used to waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning to jump on some bikes at 3 o'clock, especially when a couple of us have a night vision issue. But we did ride to the safe speed of me, because I was the lead guy at night because I think I have the worst eyes. So we conquered that. And
Mr. Road King.
What's up?
I think that's about all I got.
Yeah, we're
What's
gonna
up,
get
Road
to
King?
him. Yeah, we're gonna get to him. We're gonna give him the last mic. We'll get to him.
Yeah, I think that's all I got to say about this trip. And if you're gonna do it, I ain't gonna say do it in 2.5 days, but use your time wisely.
Okay. Okay. Respect. Respect. So let's go ahead and move on to let's go Buckwheat. What you got? What you got? You smiling, so what you got?
I'm thinking about different things that happened on the trip. By me, Fred, and Road King been up that way before. There's a lot of things that I knew was coming. Um, but you still can't. I don't care how you prepare. You still can't get ready for the heat. And I'm fighting the heat and the draws. So
Man, you in them draws.
yeah,
Don't be packing no brand new draws on the ride, man. You
yeah.
taking your
You know
raggedy
what I'm saying?
draws on the
So
ride.
I'm fighting the heat and the draws. And then Mr. Road can't keep talking about I had to change Earl. So you know, the bad part about it really was the heat. If we do it again, it won't be in June, July, August. It'll be
Right.
in October, January, or February, or March.
Hey man, hey,
Yeah,
bruh. Homie, some people say they love the heat, they can't take the cold. So the cold riders say the same thing about the heat riders say the same thing about the cold. So,
right.
pick your poison, homie. Pick your
Yeah,
poison.
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, if you don't remember nothing else about what we said, don't be wearing your best drawers, your brand new drawers. Wear your regular drawers.
For $40
Waiting
draws
born
ain't
in.
worth nothing. Get you a
Yeah,
pack of them
yeah.
old five in the pack for $3. Yeah, them the best draws.
Damn.
Yeah, more worn
Yeah.
out.
Hey,
Yeah,
so hold up. What was the problem with the drawers? Just stiff because they new at the pack?
I believe between that hammock seat and the
You had
drawers,
those
you
feet.
slide up
Yeah,
and back and
chafing.
forth.
Was it chafing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At one time we rode so long, I started off that morning with boxes on and ended up with a thong. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I, I'm too old to be a stripper. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I ain't playing with you. Hey man.
Hey, it was something else, man.
Oh man. Hey bro, you done made the show. Hey, you know this gonna get clipped. Hey, you know this gonna get clipped, right? Hey fellas, you know I'm
No,
clipping that up.
yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy. Hey man, so who else we got? Let's see. Big D, what you got, brother? What you got?
Man, I'm gonna come at it like this. The good, as always, is ride with my brothers because it's always a good time and a blessing to be with people, love and look after you. The bad, I'm gonna be honest about the bad. Um, I can't say anything bad because every instant, everything that happened during the time while we was there made the best of it. So it still turned out good. But let's get to that ugly. That heat,
Okay, let's do it.
that heat was disrespectful.
Very
I,
disrespectful.
I I don't like Louisiana heat, but I hate that goddamn desert heat.
Woo, woo. Yeah,
But overall, I gotta say it was an achievement, and it was the best part of it was doing what people that love you look out for.
that part. That part, sir. That's what's up. So I think I got Mr. Customs. You the last one, right? Before I get to Mr. Cartwright.
Yes, sir. So the good for me is like the rest of my brothers were saying is the camaraderie between all of us because everybody's busy and it's not a whole lot of times we all get to hook up. I mean, two of us might get together one day, we might have three of us get together another day, but to have everybody all together for this amount of time, it's always a ball. It's always a blast. I don't care where we're at, where we're going. We can get together at somebody's house. It's gonna be a blast. So that was the good for me. In addition, um, I like the challenge of doing the 10 to the end. So reaching that accomplishment to say that, hey, we made it, we did it, that put a sense of joy over, I think, every one of us. Um, at Santa Monica, because it just felt so good to know that we made it through and we did what we planned to do with no issues, with no accidents, with no problems, no breakdowns. You know, that was good. It was cold in Santa Monica. I
Man,
gotta
that's
throw that in
huge.
there.
That's huge. That's huge. No problems with the bikes. The machines ran well. That's a big, big, hairy deal.
So I
Yeah.
guess we can thank Justin now. He said if we didn't have any problems, then we could thank him. Anything else was God, right?
Yeah.
That part. That part. Yeah. That part. That
Yeah.
part. Yeah.
Yeah. So the bad I would say would be going through that New Mexico, Arizona area. That was the bad for me. Um that's one thing, like I said, is just the amount of heat and the duration of the nothingness that just prolonged. That that was my bad. You know, would I do it again? I'm not making any plans to, but I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't have any plans to.
Yeah.
So and
Well, you got to
the
cool your
ugly, of
heels for a
course.
little bit. You got to cool your heels for a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But the ugly for me would be locking up them brakes, doing that lane split, and that was the ugly. That was my ugly. Oh
Yeah.
man, that scared me. That embarrassed me. That
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Hey, that's serious work, man. That's serious. Hey, I get you, bro. That would have had me tripping for a minute there, too. Okay. Okay. Any last things? Anything I missed? Let's get to Mr. Road King. He
What's
joined
going
us
on?
late, man, because he was working. He got bills to pay and things to do.
That's right.
So we gonna do this, Mr. Cartwright. We gonna do this, man. We gonna do this segment with you. You're the last, but not the least. Give us your good, the bad, the ugly from traveling this I-10 to the end.
Well, the good, it's always good to challenge yourself. So I did enjoy the challenge. I enjoyed it more with my bros, and especially my brother, which is our guy. It's my biological brother. So it's always good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always good to do it. You know, got me and him. You know, we tight. So, and especially with my other friends, it was the camaraderie was awesome. Love to do it with them. Uh, the bad, I really wasn't bothered by the heat. The heat didn't affect. Like, I was okay with it. Houston traffic. That to me, that was the worst part. That was the worst
Dang it,
part of the
man.
trip.
Houston traffic. Yep.
Yeah, it slowed us down. We were trying to make San Antonio, ended up going to Katy. Traffic was so bad, we almost had a little incident, but that was avoided. And but for me, like I said, that was the worst part, was Houston traffic. Anything outside of that, I took it as it came, and we trucked on through. The bikes ran great. Didn't have anything, you know, on that part bad. So it was overall, for me, it was a great trip. Would I do it again? Yes, I would. I would do it again.
I believe you.
Might
I
choose a
believe you.
different time of year, but I would do it again. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
definitely do it again.
Hey, man, so let's do this, fellas. This is what we got. Let me see. Let me make sure I get my screen right. So I got Mr. Customs, 320. I got Mr. Big D. I got 321. I got 322. I got Buckwheat, 323. I got Mike J, 324. And Mr. Road K, 325. Man, let's do this. Let's do this real quick.
Yeah, we did that.
Fellas, y'all
We
did
made it,
that.
fellas.
And not only did you do that, man, thank you for caring enough to share your ride with us, bro. And because of guys like you guys, we're going to be better motorcycle riders here on the platform. It's called the social experiment because each one is teaching one by their demonstration of their ride. You're showing us the good, you're showing us the bad, and you're showing us sometimes the downright ugly. But you're caring enough and making yourself vulnerable enough to make us better motorcycle riders. So, fellas, let's do this, man. Let's do this. Any final words before we let y'all go tonight? It's been beautiful. Anybody?
Mike J, We still
What?
good friends, man.
Hey,
You and Mike
you
J
my
still
brother
We
from
friends?
still
another
friends,
mother,
Mike.
bruh.
Yeah,
Hey, yeah. Hey, make
yeah.
sure y'all pick y'all gas stops wisely. That's all I'm gonna say. That's an inside
Okay.
joke, but yeah, keep it rolling.
Y'all change y'all Earl. Just make sure y'all
Yeah.
change y'all Earl.
Hey, change up. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this, Mike J. You and Cartwright. I might have to call y'all later to find out what y'all done done out there. Hey, I ain't see no black eyes, so
Hey,
it
it's
must have
all
worked
good.
itself out.
You can reach out to us.
Yeah, yeah. Well, fellas, man, much love. We made those corrections that we had to make on you guys. So we should be getting everybody's stuff taken care of here in the next few days. And I appreciate you guys, man, for being so patient with me because I was out there on the road as well. Got a chance to link up with Cartwright. So, man, he took care of you, boy, showed you, boy, much love. Brought me a sandwich out there and a couple Powerades, man. So he helped me because he knew Sarge was going through some funky changes going through that area. So, so fellas, again, man, much love. I appreciate you guys, man. These memories, man, are the most. I know you guys are great friends because I saw how you went across the country, over 5,000 miles seamlessly with very little to any major situations, man. So that tells me that you guys you put your egos to the side and you put safety at the front, man. So with that being said, fellas, appreciate you guys. Mad love, man, to the Boot Boys. Let's do this for
Yeah.
them. Let's give them we got to get y'all a Dom DeMarco right now. Let's wear my Dom DeMarco. Hey, fellas, God bless. Until the next time, man,
All
y'all
right,
keep it
Sarge. Thank you.
motorcycling, you
Yes,
dig?
sir.
One
Appreciate it.
love.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
y'all.
Right on, right on.
All right.
So there they go, man. The Boot Boys that done their thing, man, and went to Santa Monica, California and back, man, back to Louisiana. You know, made it look too easy, man, because they were prepared. There it is, another social experiment. Appreciate them. But your boy Sarge has got to come out of here because I've got to meet two more of my riders, man. This evening just made it Jacksonville, Florida, and I know they got to bed down soon. It's King Grinch and Q-Tip, man. So we're going to be meeting up with those guys and getting those guys ready to run it because they getting out of here early in the morning, man, heading to California. And I'm going to tell you now, fellas, the 10 ain't playing. The 10 is 10. So please be prepared and be ready to rock and roll. So y'all stay tuned. We're going to have much to talk about it and see what those guys are getting ready to take off. We got some Red Breed Miami guys that will be taking off out of here Tuesday. So a lot to happen here this week. And for everybody, man, I got a chance to look at my podcast the other day. And man, I was a little bit off kilter. But I'm back. I'm ready. I'm okay. I done got a good night's sleep, so everything is good to go. Your boy Sarge has got the energy pushing. So we're going to be ready to go. And if you hadn't done it already, man, do your boy a solid. Subscribe to the channel, YouTube, Sarge Life and Motorcycling. Reach up, hit a like, hit a comment. Turn on your notifications, man, so we can get this thing rocking. We're on Facebook, the group page, Iron Elite, home of the Ground Pounders Reunion, home of the Titan Award, as well as Instagram, Sarge, I-10 to the end. And if you hadn't done so already, I don't know what you're waiting on. The Titan vote for the 2026 Titan, the link is on the group page. The link is on YouTube. So hit the link and go ahead and fill that link out and put in your nomination for the 2026 Titan Award. We got all kind of good things going up with that campaign, especially for next year, as well as the Iron Elite event. The Iron Elite event is the first weekend in February of 2026. Hit the link, find out as much as you need to find out on the group page. Iron Elite Home of the Ground Pounders Reunion, Iron Elite Home of the Titan Award, about the event itself, the hotels, to everything that you need to know. We got it right there, man. So we'll be doing some shows here coming up soon, talking about the event because it's coming close. And if you hadn't done so already, man, reach up. It's right here in the description. Get you some merch, man. Support the channel, support the movement, man. All the merch, the cool shirts, the hats, the all kind of stuff, the patches. Support the channel, support the platform with the merch, man. So in the meantime, in between time, man, y'all keep it motorcycling. And your boy Sarge is back Mama, I'm home.
This is the Mileage Bully, the Moto Mob CEO, and your 2024 Titan. You are now listening to Sarge on the Iron Elite podcast. Like, share, and subscribe. If you're not listening to the Iron Elite podcast, what are you really doing? Because we are talking motorcycles over here. You dig?
Hey y'all, it's Snacks reminding you to tune in to the Iron Elite podcast. You dig?
Hey now, it's your girl Piper, the 2025 Iron Elite Female Titan, and you're now tuned in to Sarge on the Iron Elite Podcast Show, home of the Ground Pounders reunion and the Coast to Coast run, the social experiment, where motorcycling is not just a hobby, it's a lifestyle. You dig? Now like, share, subscribe, and follow for all things motorcycling, and I'll see you on the slab.
What's good, people? This is Brief from K Solo's official ride to eat and your 2025 Titan. Coming to you from Big Sarge's Iron Elite podcast. I need y'all to like, subscribe, and share, and tune in to stay abreast of all the latest Iron Elite news.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this your man Kodak, the most hated, coming to you live from the Iron Elite podcast with my man Big Sarge, where we always keep it motorcycle. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know what it is.
Hey, it's your boy Low Key. Y'all know I roll with Big Sarge and the Iron Elite, home of the Titan Award and the Ground Pounder Family Reunion. Each one teach one, you dig?
I was asked the other day, hey Sarge, why you never play any fast music on your podcast? It's simple. I'm petty.